Hi, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of you to this episode of Mahabharat Heroes and Their Stories. Nakul. In the Hindu epic of Mahabharat, Nakul was the fourth of the five Pandav brothers. Nakul and Sahadev were twins blessed to Madhuri by the Ashwini Kumars, the divine physicians. Their parents, Pandu and Madhuri, died early, so the twins were adopted by their stepmother, Kunti, and were trained by Drona in Hastinapur. Skilled in Ayurveda, sword fighting, and horse keeping, Nakul is described as the most handsome man in Mahabharata. Nakul had two wives, Draupadi, the common wife of the five brothers, and Karenumati, daughter of the Chedi king Shishupal. For Yudhishthir's Rajsuya Yagya, he conquered the Chivis, the Rohitakas, and other dynasties. After the game of dice, the Pandavas and Draupadi were sent into exile for 13 years, with the last year being incognito. During the incognito, Nakul disguised himself as a horse trainer named Granthika. In the Kurukshetra war, Nakul killed many warriors, including Vrikasura, Shakuni's son. In Sanskrit, the word Nakul means mongoose or mongoose colored. Nakul and his brother Sahadev are both also referred in the epic as Ashwin Heir, Ashwini Sutta, Ashvi Sutta, because they are the sons of the Ashwinis, and as Madravati Putra, Madravati Sutta, Madreya, Madri Nandana, Madri Nandan Akka, Madhuri Putra, Madhuri Sutta, Madhuri Tanuja, because they are the sons of Madhuri. Due to Pandu's inability to bear children because of the curse of Rishi Kindama, Kunti had to use the boon given by sage Durvasa to give birth to her three children. She shared the boon with Pandu's second wife, Madri, who invoked the Ashwini Kumars to beget Nakul and Sahadev as twins. Madri committed self-immolation called Sati when her husband died and entrusted her children's care to Kunti. Despite different divine paternal parentage, these five children, the first three of Kunti, Yudhishthir, Bhim, and Arjun, and the latter two of Madri, Nakul and Sahadev, were called Pandavas, or sons of Pandu. Nakul was known to be the most handsome person in the Kuru lineage. In his childhood, Nakul mastered his skill in fencing and knife throwing under a hermit named Sukha at the Satasaranga ashram. Later, Pandu lost his life when he attempted to make love with his wife Madri. She committed suicide due to the guilt. Thus Nakul, along with his brothers, moved to Hastinapur, where he was brought up by Kunti. Kunti loved him as much as her own sons. Nakul greatly improved his archery and swordplay skills under the tutelage of Drona. Nakul turned out to be an accomplished wielder of the sword. Along with the other Pandava brothers, Nakul was trained in religion, science, administration, and military arts by the Kuru preceptor Kripacharya and Dronacharya. He was particularly skilled at horse riding. In his skills in horsekeeping, Nakula's deep interested and understanding of horse breeding and training is documented in Mahabharata after the death of Narakasur by Krishna. In a conversation with Virat, Nakul claims to know the art of treating all illnesses of horses. He was also a highly skilled charioteer. Ayurveda, being a son of the physicians Ashwini Kumars, Nakul was also believed to be an expert in Ayurveda. Nakul was a brilliant swordsman, and he showed his skills of a sword while killing the son of Karan on the 18th day of the Kurukshetra war. When the Pandavas and their mother Kunti were in hiding after the event of Lakshagriha, Arjun won Draupadi's hand in marriage. Nakul married her along with his brothers and had a son, Shatanika, who was killed by Ashwasthama in the Kurukshetra war. He also married Karenumati, the daughter of Shishupal, who bore him one son, Niramitra. Nakul was sent west by Yudhishthir to subjugate kingdoms for the Rajsuya sacrifice, after crowning as the emperor of Indraprastha. Nakul set forth to the kingdom once dominated by Vasudev with a huge army. He first attacked the prosperous mountainous country of Rohitaka. He defeated the Matamayurakas of the land in the fierce encounter. In another battle with the sage Akrosha, Nakul subjugated the regions of Seri Shakha and Mahita. He also defeated many tribes and small dynasties, including the Dasaranas, the Shivis, the Trigartas, the Amavasthas, and Malavas, the five tribes of the Karnatas, and the Madhyamatakas, the Vratadharnas, and Utsava Sanketas. Yudhishthir's loss in the game of dice meant that all Pandavas had to live in exile for 13 years. Once in exile, Jatasur, disguised as a Brahmin, kidnapped Nakul along with Draupadi, Sahadev, and Yudhishthir. Bhim rescued them eventually, and in the fight that ensued, Nakul killed Kshemankara, Mahamaha, and Suratha. In the 13th year, Nakul disguised himself as an ostler and assumed the name of Granthika. Between themselves, the Pandavas called him Jayasen at the kingdom of Virat. He worked as a horse trainer who looked after horses in the royal stable. Nakul desired Drupad to be the general of the Pandava army, but Yudhishthir and Arjun opted for Drishtadamnu. As a warrior, Nakul slew prominent war heroes on the enemy side. The flag of Nakul's chariot bore the image of a red deer with a golden back. Nakul was the leader of one of the 7 Akshayonis. On the first day of the war, Nakul defeated Dushasan, sparing his life so that Bhim could fulfill his oath. On the 11th day, Nakul defeated Shalya, destroying his chariot. On the 13th day, his advance into Dronacharya's formation was repulsed by Jayadratha. On the night of the 14th day, he vanquished Shakuni. On the 15th day, he was defeated by Duryodhan in a 1-to-1 duel. On the 16th day, he was defeated and spared by Karan. On the 18th day, he killed Karan's son Chitrasen, Satyasen, and Chursen. After the war, Yudhishthir appointed Nakul as the king of northern Madara and Sahadev as the king of southern Madara. Upon the onset of Kali Yuga, the departure of Krishna, the Pandavas retired, giving up all their belongings and ties. The Pandavas and Draupadi, along with the dog, made their final journey of pilgrimage to the Himalayas. Except Yudhishthir, all of the Pandavas grew weak and died before reaching heaven. Nakul was the third one to fall after Draupadi and Sahadev. When Bhim asked Yudhishthir why Nakul fell, Yudhishthir replied that Nakul took pride in his beauty and believed that there was nobody equal to him in looks. With this, we come to an end to this episode of Mahabharat and its heroes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, this is your host, Madhulika Chauhan, signing off. Stay healthy always. Narayan Narayan.